The same from Odessa every day. Pardon? Oh, I see. The Home Office finally managed to dig up a cock. Good eve.
Another?
What? We gnomes have allowed long legs. We gnomes have allowed long legs. Free.
Well, I'm happy to learn that many have so. I am the head clerk of who privately can. The walls are the centre of Odessa's labours. Every gnome gladly dedicates his or her life to the furthering of our fine.
Greetings.
Hail, Wanderer. And will repeat until I have nothing to say. I thought you had the look of a traitor about you. Strange. If you need to trade, I'll promise you. Oh, really? Someone final. I didn't. I'll keep the peace.
Welcome. I will not expect you soon. Very well.
Good day. I want to help. Well, if none of the customers. Oh, when you have them, nice talking to you.
Welcome to the smithy. Welcome to the... My forge is open. They're pretty tarnished. The forge is yours whenever you need.
Good day. Straight, a hard gaze falls on it. I see. But I have the coin you see. The stones. I am unworthy. I do not think they will sing to me. You would, but they would flutter away.
You ain't careful when wandering outside of town.
Need a bed? Gordon. Oh, really? Someone. I'll pay for. Keep the peace. What is it now? I've told you before and I'll tell you again. We will leave when there is someplace else. Tell your friends in Emer that as long as the Tuatha burn our homes, we'll keep searching for a place. I saw them with my own eyes, and I know Tuatha killed my fair share in the war. I am Elrod Edmund, leader of this. We come from the farms of the Twilly coast. Go there now, and you will find only ruin. There are spies among us, my friend, and they must be rooted out. Will you kill them? I would do it myself. I'll be careful. Onward, lurk. Good luck.
Damn refugees.
Hello there.
Did you hear? We have a famous scholar in Emer. Welcome.
Just give me a straight answer. Is the General still in the cradle of summer?
I am on official business. Ask anyone and you'll get the same answer. Give me a chance to make it right. I was a soldier. I'm here as a recruit. Let's good riddance.
I only have a few moments. Sadly, I lack the land. They are lost to the ages. Athene's wisdom be yours.
Hello there.
Thank you for coming all this way. I don't know if you heard that, but it sounds as if General Talera is still here in exile. For all but losing the fortress of Melsenshire, long ago, Talera led our forces, but then the Tuatha produced a foe she could not best. Her forces barely survived the retreat out of Cluracan. Many blamed her for the loss, to have built up hopes so high, only to have them topple. That was Talera's crime, and she has paid for it, day after day. You're as quick as ever. Talera is in the cradle of summer, banished from the battlefields of Melsenshire, until she can atone for her past. According to the Fate Weaver here, she seeks an artifact from Ural Tusk that might break the siege and aid our forces. But she cannot do so alone, for poor Talera is fated never to succeed. That is where you can help. Last I heard, General Talera was somewhere in northern Erethdal, searching for a way to turn the tide of the war. I think she took a squad to Ural Tusk. In a hidden valley, what Talera wants there is beyond. You should be just what the General's looking for.
Freeman. My mother's prized amulet is gone. A cut, not like it matters. So, well, I don't have... Don't insult me. Not professional band. It was an item of much... Those of us that have survived, they should be... Hurry! There isn't much time.
naked dirt sprang the Majestics, the firstborn of the wilds of Ashara. Around them, they heard the song of splendor of a once and future summer, and they responded, and the earth moved. The carver shaped, the architect built, and the shaper composed. Departing their home beyond the veil, the firstborn were torn asunder, with a cry that still lingers in the heart of every god tree and mountain. Then emptiness, followed by a darkening sky, and the frost wept with the first winter.
Are you? What else can we put? More mortals. They are such prices. But the pieces must be. It is for those. May your gods be with you.
Be careful around the general.
Hail! I am General Talara ap Gwydion, former commander of the Eastern Alpha forces. Surely you're not the aide Aelin Shear promised. She spoke as if she'd planned to send a whole squad of soldiers, not one faceless mercenary. You have the bearing of one that's seen combat, but you never fought in the war, or you would know who I am. Once I was the commander of Mel Shear, the Alpha fortress to the east. So, she is behind this. That woman. One too many times she's meddled in my... Well, perhaps it is for the best. The fewer people... You see, misfortune follows closely at my heels. It is the lot fate has cast for me. The years have been long since I first... It lies in Earl Tusk, beyond a... The legends say it destroys any horror, in the mind or on the battlefield. No place is more deserving of such a power as Mel Shear. For all my years of research, I've only ever found one clue to this puzzle. When the great voices... It may refer to the wind stones scattered across the plains. They bear a striking resemblance to the stones of this ruin. Take this chime. It is said to have been taken from the ruin during its construction many centuries ago. I've tried using it on the windstones with no luck. There's one just a little to the south. Against the Tuath, we may across 1,000 battlefields, my spear paints a red masterpiece. We may be lofty, but we are not weak. Our land is cold and harsh. Across 1,000 battlefields, my Mel Shear is the gateway into Cluricon, but it's been under siege ever since my defeat. I failed the city once. I can't fail them again. With Tuatha raiding parties along the shores, Rathia has the only port for safe passage across the strait. But after assisting Mel Shear for so many years, the ruling council of Rathia is loath to offer more aid for what they see as a lost cause. 10 years ago, I served the Alpha armies, defending Cluricon and Mel Shear from the Tuatha armies. Then, Witch Knight Malwyn led his Tuatha summoners against... The fiends routed my soldiers at every turn. Now they've had Mel Shear under siege for years, while I've been searching for a weapon to turn the tide. Earl Tusk. They say the ruin is guarded by legions of Niskaro, led by a beast known as Azagal. Whether this is long after the era, I've never seen them work. The wind stones are located all across the plains.
The Shaper bequeathed her music to the countryside of marbled ruin. The plains birthed the gentle grass. Listless streams meandered through the verdant hills and babbled of their gentle travel to the face of the windswept cliffs. Thus the symphony of Arethel began.
Be careful around the general.
I can't believe it. The gate shifted? For all my efforts, you simply appear and make it respond. No one could, not even Fate Weavers. They say that fate has woven no thread to open these doors. But we must not stop here, not when good fortune smiles upon us. The gate opens, but you must find the I will stay here. Then if go sound the... I'll stay here and fight any Niskaran looking to sneak past us.
Be mindful of your actions.
Yeah.
May I help you? Be safe.
Hey, thankfully the war is far from here.
now. What is it that I can do for you? Widows spare you.
Hello there. Care to join me in my work? However, I did invest many hours. I couldn't have parted. Goodbye then.
The message names see to your task. You will be in my thoughts.